Hello and welcome. What are you doing, Julie? Nah, g'day. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on said white shit box. And we're putting in, well actually you guys probably already know what we're putting in by the title of the video. And my little sister's here to help, Maddie. So yeah, we got the car in the garage. I just loosened off the wheel nuts and we're going to put it up. And we'll show you how to put these arms in and kind of get somewhat of an alignment slash some cool fitment for Stance Nation Instagram clout that everybody wants. So we'll show you how to do that today. Okay, sweet, done. We'll get the car up. So Maddie and I just got the car up. Sorry you guys, you can't see me. Here you can. So basically, the reason that we're doing this is, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up in the camera. If you can see this edge right here, this is wearing away, and this is not from camber, that's from toe. So when you have a lowered car, obviously it throws all your arms out of whack, and they're not adjustable enough to get the correct sort of alignment. So today we're going to replace this here, and this one down here. We'll play around with the fitment a wee bit. I want to try to get rid of these dodgy slip-on spaces, so I'll bring the camber of the wheel back out towards the guard so it's a bit more flush, less camber. Try to get it a bit nicer driving for Jess. And at the same time we're going to do the rack ends and the tie rod ends, because this car feels a little bit dodgy at 120 k's. You can't really feel the play in it, but I'm assuming looking at these that they haven't been replaced in a long time, so hopefully some new joints with some good grease and stuff will fix that issue as well. So we're going to do that as well. And then we just have our caster arm right there that we're going to replace with a newer one. So we'll jump into that. I'll show you how we do it. We'll whip some arms out, we'll whip some arms in, we'll measure some arms up, and we'll put some wheels on, dial in some fitment. So as you can see, Maddie and I have just slapped one side in. We didn't do, I think this is the traction or the tension. I don't know, I always get confused. I know this is camber, I know this is toe. I always get confused what this one is, but we didn't do that. On my car I don't have it, and these seem to be enough for the alignment. It's just taking a while, and it's just a prick to get in there on the ground and get everything loose when I don't have a hoist. So just smashed those ones out, did a bit of an eyeball alignment just on the one side just so we can get a feel for it, but now we will jump onto the other side and we'll video how we did it. Basically you guys get the idea. Rip the arm out, put it down on the ground, measure it, put it back in, and then do your adjustment with your wheel loaded. That's the biggest thing everybody forgets. You can't like adjust your camber and toe with the wheel drooping, because it's not how the car will sit on the road. So you need to jack your wheel up, get it to about where it sits, and then play with your adjustment, and that will be a little bit more accurate so you can drive to get an alignment. So now that you've got your toe arm out, what you're going to do basically, this is not going to mean that you have a good alignment, but this is just to sort of get it as close to what it was before as possible. It's going to measure from center of the hole in the arm that mounts to the knuckle to the center of the hole in the arm in the bush, and then kind of match your toe arm to suit, just so it's close enough that you can drive to an alignment shop and it's not, you know, dangerous or whatever. So just do like Maddie is displaying for me. So center of the hole to the center of that hole we have about 355, and on the TSD arm at the moment, because everything's wound in, it's about 345. So we need to bring it out 10 mil, and you want to make sure that you do this evenly. So wind this out a little bit, this out a little bit, so you get this part that actually twists when it's in the car center. so one side doesn't bottom out or come out, or you know, you guys get the deal. So make sure this is center, make sure it matches that one, chuck it back in the car, and then once you have it in the car you can fiddle around with it a little bit more. So now you can see we've wound them out, so each end is loose here and here, and you've got, you know, roughly about the same amount each side. So this part of the arm is center, so when we have it in the car these two pieces are locked, and this bit will twist either in and out, pushing each end equally at the same time. So if Maddie chucks down the tape measure, you can kind of see it's roughly 355. It's not going to be perfect. I mean, you could get it perfect if you really want to piss around for that long, but it's not worth it. So we'll just slap it back in. This end goes into your subframe, this end attaches to your knuckle right here. So I'll chuck the camber back down, we'll put this one in, and then we'll move on to the camber arm. So now that we have our two arms in, this one here and this one here, so our camber and our toe, what I'm going to do is put the wheel on, jack it up to about where the car normally sits, so I think it's about this much tyre to, or guard to lip or whatever, and then jack the wheel up so it's nice and firm, and then I'll adjust everything, the camber to where the wheel is close to the guard here, and then I'll just try to get the toe eyeballed as square with the car as possible, and then that's the rear done. Obviously make sure all your bolts and stuff are tight with the power bar if you are using power tools, to make sure that they are actually tight and not just, yeah, you guys are smart, you know what to do. So now you can see I've got my wheel jacked up, and if I come over here I can see just slightly on this edge here that the wheel is really towed in, so we want to pull that, so I might be able to see better this way. See how I'm level with the car now, you can see the face of the wheel, so you want to bring the wheel back round so you can't see the spokes, so you're basically just looking at the lip, and at the same time I'm just going to pull my wheel's camber out a little bit so it's got a good nice flush fitment. in that time lapse that you guys probably just went through real quick, I don't know if you guys could see it move much, but as you can see the wheel now is a bit more flush. Probably could go a little bit more. It's probably still a little bit towed in, but the wheel in relation to the car now, it's more flat, whereas before it was heaps like this. So just trying to bring it out and get it as square as possible so the car doesn't try walk around all over the road. And then yeah, obviously bring your camber so you get a good fitment. I've got about one finger in there at the moment, which is good, so it'll be good for Jess, it won't rub. Still going to look good when it's rolling, all that kind of thing. So tighten everything up now, and then we'll jump up to the front. So we've just done one side at the front. We did the rack end, the tie rod end, and the caster arm. Make it real easy. So this is our old caster arm right here. See, the bush is still in okay condition, but if you look at our tie rod end, this thing is absolutely fucked. So Jess's car's always had a bit of a wobble at 100 k's. I thought it was well balanced at first, so I didn't really look into it too hard, but I kind of had a slight suspicion that these things might be a bit toast as well. So hopefully putting new ones of these and new rack ends and stuff in like we have here will fix that, along with our new caster arm. As you can see, these ones from Steve are also high clearance, that's why it's got a notch like that, so when you're on full lock you can your wheel won't get good angle. So yeah, we'll show you slapping in the other side, and that'll be us done for the day. So Maddie's already started on this side, just pulling everything out, but you can see it's all old and crusty down in there in the old caster arm. So first things first, we're gonna gun this bolt off. Oh, probably undo this first, bro. It's probably 19 of it.
Probably this size, yeah.
That nut fucker, you reckon? I reckon put a 19 on it, bro.
Yeah.
No, you can use a nut fucker if you want. Is it already loose?
So dyslexic, man. I never know.
Towards the car.
No, towards
that side. Yeah. Is it tight?
Yes, very tight. Very tight.
Okay, get the hammer and the thing. This ball joint is absolutely fucked, mate. Fucked. So I finally got a new rack end and our new tie rod end in, and I'm not gonna lie, I fucking had enough. It was shit, it was stuck in there, so I didn't film it, but it's in, as you guys can see. Sorry it's a bit dark. But anyway, this is what you guys want to know. So on Jess's car, it has a massive sway bar. I'm not sure if you will have to drop the sway bar, but in this instance I already have for the other side, so you might have to do that. There is two 19s here that you'll need to undo, and then two 17s there, and that's it basically. Pull them out, measure them up, make them the same, just like you did with your camber and your toe arm. Slap them back in, chuck your wheels on, put load on them so they're all as if they were sitting on the ground. Get your toe or alignment as straight as possible and send it. That's it, you're done. All your arms are in, drive it straight to the alignment shop, get an alignment, and you should be good to go. So old mate's just there. Oh, he didn't sound too healthy. Those two motherfuckers. It's been a long day. Fuck yeah. So we finally got the old John out. Wasn't too bad once we got there in the end, but you can see that's pretty cracked. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So hopefully these new ones will be good. So again, we're just going to measure from here to the stud, and there to the front of there, and line them up and slap them in. So yesterday, I don't know if you could tell, I wasn't really feeling it too much, but I'm going to use this footage anyway because I think it's going to be a good informational piece for you guys doing your arms and stuff. But I just finished Jess's car, just test drove it with the eye alignment, and yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty centre. I wouldn't recommend driving it like very far. Like if you need to go somewhere in a hurry, as long as it drives right when you take it for a bit of a test drive, you should be alright to go somewhere, but your tyres will be wearing unevenly, so best to go get it done on a machine properly. So I'm going to do that on Tuesday because it's a public holiday this weekend, so no work on Monday. Do that on Tuesday, get it all dialed in, but yeah, looks good. We got the rear fitment pretty good. Might drop it down a little bit in the rear later on, but for now it's probably good for Jess. She can still get in and out of her work and stuff like that. It's pretty square. Got like maybe half a finger in there. Same on this side. Nice and square. Still a little bit of camber. And the front as well. So overall pretty happy. I hope you guys found this one informational. And yeah, give it a sub and a thumbs up, and hopefully in the next videos we'll have something a little bit more entertaining for you guys. Me and my mates just pissing around, maybe a few skids or something, take this for a rip. But yeah, cheers guys, thank you.